Hello, and welcome to Burnt Cookbook Party, an original Pathfinder campaign set in a unique fantasy world where 4 heroes of varying skills, attractiveness, and stupidity race against time to prevent a war. No double takes in this one. If I fuck up, I just fuck up. I'm Jenna Stoeber, and I play Astra, a fey-addled half-elf oracle who is exactly who she says she is. And I'm joined by...
Andrew Hansen, playing Janni Brightchild, a hot and sunny Ifrit Resort Spa paladin, eager to help and flex.
Caitlin Stayduhar, playing Patty Hertz, a ratfolk ranger dandy with a nose for gossip and cheese.
Paul Luetkemeyer, playing Zelf, an elven battle chef carving a name for himself in the high-stakes world of magical cooking.
And we are, of course, led today and for the rest of time by our illustrious DM and world builder, Justin Green. Justin, are you fine today?
I am fine today. Shockingly.
I'm glad to hear it.
That's because what you're witnessing is not just a game, but the first public appearance of the restored Shadowwind.
Ooh.
The crowd sort of gasps and whispers. The mood shifts. As your queen, it's my duty to deliver news to you, both good and bad. Some of you have probably already heard whispers of what's happened in New Haven. Unfortunately, I can confirm that they are true. Erosia has turned its back on the Triad Nations and committed an act of war against New Haven. But rest assured that Berwyn and Reskris will not sit back and allow this to happen. The Royal Berwyn army will be dispatched to the front lines, and at their side will be Shadowwind, just as Saint Spira herself predestined. So please, cheer not just for your winners tonight, but for Berwyn's champions. And everybody goes crazy, even more so than before. People are nuts.
How do the other winners on the podium react to this?
Make a sense motive check.
I rolled a 10, so yeah, pretty average.
Archmage Ventori. He is caught off guard. I think you can tell, even with a 10. He pulls himself back together pretty quickly, but you can tell that he is surprised. Windstar Squad doesn't blink. They remain enthusiastic and enraptured with the queen.
Sure, they're fine with it.
I think Miss Morn's squad is a bit more concerned. They maybe look to Miss Morn to see how they should react. Miss Morn is not surprised. She's kind of an outsider. She's from Erosia, you know, and this doesn't faze her in any way. So after that, her speech kind of wraps up. You guys are brought back inside of the Adventurers Guild. Bantaro Valentine is kind of waiting for you. He wants to drag you around to meet important people, you know, hobnob for the rest of the afternoon. Is there anything that you guys wanted to do before that happens?
Astra does not want to hobnob. She wants to avoid talking to anybody as much as possible. So if she can, she's going to try to slip out the back.
Absolutely. Make a stealth check.
Ooh, I don't think I took any points in that.
A not so sneaky escape by Astra.
Everything's so crowded, you have a +5 to whatever you roll.
Okay, excellent. I rolled a 19, so pretty good.
Okay, damn, girl.
So that's a 24 total.
Astra, you easily slip out the back door when Bantaro is not paying attention, and you avoid your time being spent this way.
Excellent. Good luck, nerd.
Probably Zelf misses his moment, so he's not thrilled at hobnobbing, but somebody takes his hand and drags him over.
You know, Johnny's still kind of thinking a little bit about what happened to Arrowpeak, but the news of Aimway has recalled some other things to his head, and then all the stuff going on with New Haven, it's made him pretty nostalgic about Church Bodacious. He starts wondering about how Gamweir's doing, how they're all doing. And then he's going to get up and kind of wander. He's going to look for Grog and Greta if he can find them.
So Grog and Greta we haven't really talked about them on the podcast. They are 2 sibling dwarves from Reskris. They are cadets on Ergon's squad, so they are crafters and brought on because of their ability as blacksmiths. And so Janni has done some training with them. though he's not very good in Ergon's class.
I only signed up for that class because I heard my friends were taking that class, and they told me it would be cool.
I heard it was going to be an easy A, so I signed up.
It's like shop class.
And so he's going to go over, he's going to kind of be scratching his scar a little bit, which is hidden a little bit in his spiky hair as he's going over to Grog and Greta. Janni kind of will lean in and he will say, do you know what Rescuris is going to do about this? I feel like this might stir up something old.
Greta is more stoic, but Grog speaks openly to you. He says, it's disgusting that she would speak as if Rescuris is allies to Berwyn and not forced into a subservient relationship after the last war that we were pulled into.
I feel you, Grog. We never should have trusted that. Just anyway. He sort of pauses a little bit and he says, but Greta, know if you guys should be going out to the front. You know, like, I'm not going to stop you, but like, you know, Shatterfoot, I gotta keep with the general's orders in mind.
Greta says, those loyal to Rescuris must be patient. The only way that we can restore our country is by being on the front lines.
Yeah.
And Grog, he says, you're not alone, Janni. Asks Nerissa. Greta kind of takes offense to that. She says, brother, you speak too openly. Let Janni go about his business.
Janni will kind of give Grog like a not so sly, because Johnny's not very sly, nod like, yeah, I'll probably look into that later. But then like look over at Greta and like, oh, of course, your highness. And like, you know, like he's always at your service and like does like as best as he can kind of like a discreet bow to people who are like half his height.
The remainder of your day is being dragged from one after party to the next so that Bantaro Valentine can network you with a barrage of important people whose names and faces are just one long blur. Patty, throughout this, you continue to spread your rumor about the guild's elitist practices, which you had started seeding before the competition, but now you have the ear of much more influential people.
Excellent. The only thing Patty likes better than an awards ceremony in her honor is to hobnob after said awards ceremony and spread rumors. So this is a great day for her.
Hidden all the right spots. Just like well-balanced, great day.
Eventually, the four of you end up back at the inn for a well-deserved night's rest. At this point, you guys can all heal and reset your spells, abilities as needed. You wake on 5-day morning to the sound of raucous chanting outside of your room's window. They're just screaming, join the guild, get killed. Join the guild, get killed.
Shit.
One woman's voice echoes over the rest. She's just screaming, how much is your life worth? While it's nowhere near the size of the crowd at the competition, a large mob has gathered at the front of the Adventurers Guild, right across the street from the inn that you're staying at. You can see that the mob is attempting to block entry for all like the visiting nobles. There's guild members that are trying to get people through, but the protesters are blocking them. They're like carrying signs. One of them says like guild or guild, like Guild, Gild. Great homophone joke for a podcast. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
They're not chanting at us. They're chanting at the guild building.
Yeah, around the guild at like the other citizens of Arrowpeak that are going about their business. Just anyone who will listen to them, just trying to create a stir.
Astra's gonna be like, is this our problem? Just a question for the group. If y'all think it's our problem, then it's our problem. But do you think this is our problem?
No.
But I mean, like, I guess, like, I just don't really understand what they're saying. Like, are they saying, like, if you join the Adventurers Guild, you're gonna die?
I mean, that does seem to be literally what they're saying. Yeah, Johnny.
Yeah, like, that's probably gonna happen. Like, we all gotta die, right?
I think they're offering a causal argument that says when you join the guild, you will get killed, and not like a passive sort of death comes for us all, and if you join the guild, it'll still come for you. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I mean, Zelf, Patty, I think if we wanted to, we could probably just sneak out the back door.
I mean, Patty is never going to turn down the opportunity to participate in some civil disobedience.
Patty sees a mob, she wants it.
Please keep in mind who we're talking about here. Patty is very enthused.
She's already outside with a sign when you turn around to ask.
She dashes outside into the throes of the citizens on the street, her people in her element.
Patty, make a perception check as you enter this crowd.
Yeah.
I have rolled a 15.
Awesome. So, Patty, as you make your way through this crowd that's filled with your people who are passionate about a cause.
Yes.
You see a couple familiar faces. You talked to some of these people yesterday about this exact thing, and you have inspired them. You've got them out on the streets fighting for what's right. You see an elven woman. She's a bit older. The one who was yelling very loud. She has like a sensible haircut. When you saw her yesterday, she was wearing just like normal street clothes, but now she wears this white uniform that matches several other people in the group. It has a phoenix logo on it that's not completely unlike the Shadowwind emblem, but, designed a bit softer, kind of like, a dove from a nursing home or something. She says, Patty, I'm so pleased that you came out today. I think that working together, we are going to change things at the guild.
Sister, I am so thrilled to see you out here on the streets, making your voice heard today. Can you tell me some more about what inspired today's demonstration?
She speaks to you, but she also speaks again to the crowd, like kind of yelling. She says, my name is Stayduhar Warsall, and many of you know me as a healer at St. Spira's Hospital here in Arrowpeak. We have seen firsthand the injuries caused by the guild's flagging standards. When my son was the guildmaster, there was rigorous testing and training before one could enter the dungeon. Now the only assessment is of the depths of one's pockets.
Patty loves it. She is so inspired. She is fired up. She wants her own sign, but she knows that maybe today is not the day to get completely caught up in this wonderful street demonstration that she alone has inspired and led to fruition. So, she's going to spend a few minutes. She's going to maybe lead a couple chants. She's going to, send some encouraging waves to the demonstrators. But, we've got things to do today, so we're not going to spend too much time out here in the crowd.
Cool. Are any of the other three of you around taking part in this or anything?
If nobody else in the team is that, Patty's gone. Astra's going to sneak out the back and sort of walk through and try to get a feel for what's happening while absolutely not talking to anybody. In fact, I think she probably sidles up behind Patty where Patty can't see her to listen in on that conversation without having, again, to engage with anyone.
Great.
I think Zelf is going to make his way into the guild if he can, because he's still interested in maybe popping down to see if he can find the ring, especially since right now it seems like there's no chance anybody else from the nobility is going to be able to pay their way in. I was thinking possibly using a few rounds of my Daredevil boots, which give me extra maneuverability while moving through hazardous areas to get through the end of the line.
Janni will be surveying the crowd and then notice that Zelf is going. Elster's like, hey, where are you going? And then we'll tag along with him.
Oh, and before he leaves, Zelf taps Manny on the shoulder and says, Manny, get some life experience. Join the protesters for today.
Excellent. It's just yes, chef, if you think that would be valuable.
Everything winds up in your cooking.
Patty is very excited to see Manny embarking on this new side of himself. She says, we are the revolution, Manny! And she's just thrilled that he's coming into his own.
He's going to get beaten up and wind up in a jail cell.
Zelf, as you maneuver your way closer to the door, you see Duke Marth of Milnor is among the nobles trying to get in, but whose path is blocked. When he sees you approach, he goes, there he is, my hired man right there. He'll go in.
Now that he's had a night to recompose himself, Zelf will stand up straight and put his hands on his hips and say, that's right, I have a second place in the Arrowpeak competition. We left something in there, we've got to step in and get it.
The protesters, they're not really sure how to feel about you. They know that you're in Shadowwind now and that you're an important person. So they kind of look over to Tahara and to Patty for permission, essentially. Tahara looks at you, Patty, and she says, "Do you know this man?"
So Patty's a little concerned about losing her street cred with her newfound friends. So she's just gonna kind of say,
Oh, well, the best way to change an organization is from the inside, guys. Everybody knows that. It's fundamental.
Inside the dungeon.
Tahara, she nods her head. Okay, she understands. She says, "Patty, part of the guild's responsibility is to monitor the monsters that inhabit the dungeon, but last night an unlucky adventurer was brought to me who encountered a corpsanthemum. It's a predatory flower that grows only in areas of concentrated evil.
Oh, man.
It drills its tendrils into a victim's brain, and then later they become corpsanthemums themselves. My patient only has a few hours left. I hate to ask this of you, because I know that you're so important out here on the streets, but if you could go in there with your friend and bring back a fresh tendril for me, I could potentially make an antidote and save his life."
Tahara, oh, anything for you. Anything for my people.
The crowd just breaks out, "Patty, Patty, Patty." The guild members kind of step back and make room for the four of you guys to walk through into the Adventurers Guild.
Can I make some kind of a check to see what I know about corpsanthemum?
Yeah.
Maybe nature or dungeoneering?
They are plants, so yeah, nature.
All you're going to learn is whether or not you can eat them.
That's true. I got a 22.
Yeah, Zelf, you know that corpsanthemums, like Tahara said, they only grow in areas of concentrated evil.
What a line.
They have this pollen that they release that sort of entrances their victims, and the victims are helpless and just won't fight the corpsanthemum when they insert the tendrils through the ears into the brain and just drain the life out of them. And as soon as they die, they become shambling corpses, but they're not zombies. They're plants that wander away, and then
It's an important difference.
when they collapse and decompose, they grow a new corpsanthemum.
Would that help Zelf know kind of what dungeon territory they tend to collapse and grow out of, whether it's a dank puddle or
Puddle of evil.
what is concentrated evil? How do you...
It means an area where an evil act was committed, they'll grow.
Whoa. Well, I mean, those guys on the other team cheated.
Does a 22 check let us know if they're edible?
They don't offer a lot of value in terms of magical food. However, the pollen can be repurposed for all sorts of alchemical things.
Oh my god. Well, it sounds like it would be a great garnish.
They're high in fiber.
Okay. That's good to know.
I'll take it.
Astra is a little in awe of Patty's ability to control a crowd and is contemplating what she can do with that secondhand ability.
And since you know Patty knows crowds.
Yeah, Astra doesn't know yet. And neither does Jenna.
The moment will present itself.
Zelf, you already know where Duke Marth has been based on what he had told you previously. Tahara is able to tell you the vague area of where the corpsanthemum was, which is not far off from the area that Duke Marth was actually adventuring in. So I'll have you guys start out by making a perception check.
I want all of us to fail.
Fail?
I mean, statistically likely.
Everyone is clueless.
It just seems funnier.
I got a 13.
I rolled an 11.
I rolled a 13.
Everybody got 13s, man.
Yeah, Paul, what'd you roll?
I'm double checking my class ability. Yes, I did get a 17.
After some time spent exploring the dungeon, eyes peeled for your marks, your group enters a dank tunnel, and immediately you start to feel this innate sense of dread.
Dun dun dun. Very ominous.
The ground becomes softer with areas of deep mud, making it increasingly tougher to traverse. In game terms, you know that this means that the squares are difficult terrain, so it will take 2 squares of movement to cross them. After a minute or so, the tunnel opens up to a cavern that is also a dead end. To your left, along the rock wall, you see a large swath of tall grass. that seem to be alive, like they're moving. All plants are alive. And the blades of grass reach out and curl like they're trying to grab onto something.
I still see blackness on the map. Should we be seeing a map?
That's because I'm not sure that you can see in the dark.
I definitely can't.
Yeah, Astra and Zelf. You want to use a torch or a spell or something?
Probably a torch. I'll take one out of my adventurer's kit.
Bet you wish you had rat eyes.
I also have light as an at-will spell, so I will cast that. I can see mud.
I see mud.
So, Janni, what would you like to do, sir?
First, he'll quip and say, it's kind of ironic that, she's talking about how since her son isn't in charge anymore, all this evil showed up, but, his squad is the one that cheated, and it's probably why this monster's here in the first place. Anyway, and Johnson's just gonna keep walking forward as he's talking smack.
Damn, so judgy.
Janni, as you move forward, you see ahead of you the roiling corpsanthemum. It is just a huge, sickly yellow flower. It's got all of these, endless tendrils coming off of it, and there's little smaller flowers attached to it as well.
Well, Zelf is going to call out, try not to breathe the pollen or you'll just lie down and they'll stick their grass in your brain.
Okay.
Sure, bro.
And do I see these guys here?
To your left, one of the shambling corpses of a victim that has fallen prey to the corpsanthemum. So this is just a decomposed body with plants growing out of it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna draw my greatsword, and I think that's gonna be it for my turn.
Patty, what would you like to do?
So is Patty close enough to these plants to have a sense of how their little plant arms are operating?
The ones on the ground, the tall grass?
Yeah.
The blades are not long enough to present a problem unless you were to actually walk through those spaces. They can't reach you otherwise. Also, you notice that the grass does not seem interested in the zombies at all. The zombies can travel through it unimpeded.
Interesting. So I think Patty, for now, is going to move close, right up to the edge of the patch of plants, but she's not going to actually step onto it.
Okay. As you move closer to the plants, you see the plant zombie, but behind it, up against the wall, you see what looks to be like a living person. However, they seem paralyzed, and they are in deep in the grass. And now you can see that the grass is holding on to the person so that they can't move. And they seem to be poking into its skin as well.
Ooh, I don't like that. Patty is going to go for a little more of a hands-off approach this time. So, can I do my throwing money at it?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
There's nothing better than throwing money at a problem, guys.
So, let's look at this spell. I think that it enchants 3 coins at a time.
I think so.
You turn up to 3 coins into deadly projectiles that gain the velocity of a bullet when thrown.
Fuck.
Ridiculous.
Guys, magic is dangerous, all right?
It's so good. Zelf, what do you want to do, sir?
Yeah, I also want to move closer to the situation. So what part of the plant is dangerous? Is all of that grass going to jump up and attack, or is just there's a central stalk?
So the grass is separate from the corpsanthemum. So they are different entities.
Good to know. Okay, well, I took 1 move to get where I am, and then with my action, I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to use my elemental touch. And instead of ice this time, I'm going to use fire. I'll drop the torch I've got, I guess, and then I'll ignite my hand to shed light as a torch. That I can also grab somebody to create elemental damage. And I'll have that ready in case the zombie gets closer. And that's my turn.
Awesome. Astro, what are you thinking?
All right, I'm going to approach, and as the caster of the group, I'm going to cast a classic Bless.
Nice.
Yeah, Astra says something like, boy, I don't like the looks of this grass. And that's all I've got to say about that. And then she casts Bless. That gives everybody a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and on saving throws against fear effects. We are not going to be afraid of this plant.
Maybe we should be, but we're not.
No.
So it's the corpse's turn. I don't think it can move very far.
It shouldn't be able to. It's like a plant zombie. Feel like they should be slow.
So it just kind of lurches one space over, and then the zombie here is going to charge at you, Patty.
No.
Yeek.
Patty's second-guessing her decision to scamper right up to the edge of the grass.
Oh man, but she's got the scampering slippers.
She does have scampering slippers, that's true.
So he attacks you with a 12. Patty, what's your AC?
It is 18.
Great. So this floral zombie, it makes a rush at you, Patty, but you easily duck around it. You're so small. And it's like slow and awkward. So it misses entirely.
The floral zombie, it's just like a bundle of vines, right? It's not...
It's a dead body,
Ooh.
but it has plants growing out of it.
Okay.
So it is not, it's not a zombie in the typical sense.
Right.
The body itself is not alive, but the body is filled with plants that are animating it.
Super gross.
So it is structurally a zombie.
Yes.
Would it be considered undead for the purpose of spells?
It is a plant.
There we go.
Fair, but stupid.
I understand your answer. I do not like it.
And then it is back to Johnny. What would you like to do, sir?
I was thinking it'd be fun to like fire some lit arrows into the grass to do some lighting effects, but I think as the main...
Yeah, I'm going to throw out there that we might not want to burn down whoever is trapped.
I was thinking that as well. I was considering setting the grass on fire as well. And then I was like, there's someone trapped there. Maybe we shouldn't do that.
Maybe they're cold.
I will charge plant monster. Alright, I got a 24 to hit.
Nice. Yeah, oh yeah, that will definitely hit.
Big boy.
26
Yeah.
with a charge. 27 with bless.
Oh,
And I deal 15 damage.
oh my goodness. You've killed it, Johnny. What does this look like? This is a grand moment for you.
Okay, I'll like be like, Patty, look out! And like I'll like jump from behind her and like cut it down, and I'll say, pull out your machete, Patty. We've got weeds to deal with.
Thanks, comrade!
And with that, Patty, it is your turn. Zelf on deck.
Patty is so stoked, standing dramatically over the corpse of the dead zombie flower. You know, as over as a rat can get. She's gonna pull out her magical machete and whack off a big chunk of it to take back to Tahara.
Awesome. Zelf, it's your turn, sir.
Does the grass count as difficult terrain?
You would imagine so. It is making a grabbing motion.
Oh, so the grass is moving.
Yes, the grass is moving, it's twisting, it's grabbing.
So Zelf is going to move to a more central location to shine a little light on what's going around. So I'll take my first step right up to the edge of the grass. What do I see?
You see another floral zombie
Oh,
that
shit.
is moving around near the corpse anthemum.
What can I tell about the body in the depths of the grass? Does it look like a corpse? Is it like a zombie waiting to strike?
Make a perception check,
I
Zelf.
had never even considered that it could have been a zombie pretending to
Oh
be.
my god. I was ready to run in and save the day, and I would have got my
Well,
ass handed to me.
I mean, I will point out that I'm pretty certain Justin described it as a living person still alive.
Yes, it has. It's breathing.
Thank you for being the only one paying attention.
He's also a very wily dungeon master. 18.
Zelf, the person in the grass is wearing the really cheap Adventurers Guild armor that they are kind of selling to take advantage of people that you kind of learned about from the drunken man who is telling his woes to Bavel at the bar.
Yeah, so it's like a jersey.
Armored jersey.
But I can't tell if they're like alive or not without investigating.
You can tell that they're breathing, but they're not moving at all otherwise. As if to say that they're paralyzed.
Got it.
As Justin described again at the beginning of the
I just wanted to make the skill check to confirm.
Okay, I think I have a new understanding for DBZ narrators that are like constantly always repeating what happened.
All right, well, Zelf doesn't want to go too far ahead and get like grabbed by vines or, zapped with pollen or anything. So he'll stay where he is with his spell ready to light anything on fire that gets too close. But he is going to shout to the team. He's going to say, I think that person is breathing.
Excellent. Astra, what would you like to do?
Well, we're fighting plants, so I've got one perfect spell for this.
Ooh.
So Astra says, well, there's only one thing I can really cast at such an appropriate moment, and that is hedging weapon.
I love it.
This creates a weapon of divine force that floats near me. It'll protect me if something attacks me, and I have the potential to throw it as a ranged weapon. It is a weapon that fits my deity. I serve no god nor no man, so it is in the shape of my weapon, which is a rapier with a unique spiral shape.
Awesome.
The spiral rapier, that's it.
Spiral rapier.
What sound did that make again when you use it?
You don't know yet because I haven't used it.
Wait and find out.
Okay.
But a spectral one of those appears as a divine force and kind of is waiting over me and protecting me. And then I'm going to move, I think, a little bit closer. I want to try to get closer so I can maybe cast a healing spell on the potentially still living creature. But that's not going to be this round. This round I chose the pun, and I have no regrets. And that's my turn.
On the Corpsanthemum's turn, Astra and Janni, from where you're standing, you can see a second person that is paralyzed in the tall grass there. The Corpsanthemum, two tendrils come out of it and implant themselves into the one that is up against the north wall, paralyzed.
Ooh. Do I want to know where? Like, through which orifice?
Through the ears. Through the ears into the brain.
It's not the worst, but it's pretty bad.
This is very Star Trek.
Star Trek, yeah.
And Janni, it is your turn, sir.
I'm tempted to go try and save that person, but also that was most foul. I think Janni, being the hothead that he is, he's going to charge the Corpsanthemum. He's going for it.
Hell yeah.
I guess I'm going to move there, charging. Oh no! Does something happen as I move here?
There is a zombie that you didn't see around the edge of that rock formation. It does take an attack of opportunity on you as you pass by it.
You'll be fine.
An 18. Does that hit you?
Does not.
Ooh.
Even when you're charging?
I am in full plate.
Just to keep everyone honest, charging does reduce your AC by 2, right?
Yes, so he just misses me. My AC is 19 while charging.
21.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty good. So much higher than mine.
Tank!
All right. You pass right by that guy.
Huh? What? But like, like a Nani moment, kind of. But he keeps going anyway, and he will strike.
Nice.
All right, does a 23 hit?
Yes, it does for sure.
Sweet, I deal 12 damage.
Yeah, your great sword slices through the tendrils that are connecting to the ears of the paralyzed man in the grass, freeing him briefly.
Sweet.
The zombie that you passed by rushes you again,
Yeah,
Janni.
that's
He comes
fair.
up behind you. He is now flanking with the Corpsanthemum on the opposite side there. 17.
Is then
19.
Yeah, I was gonna say, then yeah, he hits me with the flanking.
You take 8 damage from the zombie's second hit on you, just slamming the dead body essentially against you. There is another zombie that comes over from the other side of you.
Do the zombies also get affected by the difficult terrain, or do they just stomp through the mud like pros?
They're affected by the mud, but they are able to walk through the grass without any effect.
Okay.
This time I'll add the flanking bonus, so this is the actual total of a 12. So the other one that appears ineffectually is just, it's like a vine wrapped around the arm of this corpse and just like slapping it against your armor, but it does not seem to hurt you. Patty, what would you like to do?
Attack with platinum coin shot, because I am a platinum bitch.
It looks like you have a range increment of 20 feet. How far are you from this dude? You might have to step a little closer.
Okay.
You can throw it from farther, but then you're going to start taking penalties from that.
I think I'm 20 feet. I want to throw it at the one that's behind him here. Yeah.
At
right
one of
there.
those?
She needs to help out her boy, Johnny.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I should be 20 feet now. I rolled a total of 20.
So it definitely hits.
Awesome.
Yeah, you strike the zombie that is behind Johnny right in the skull. It deals 3 damage to it.
Take that.
Zelf, you're up.
Zelf knows that Johnny can handle himself, but maybe it wouldn't hurt to help out. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get behind the zombie that's flanking Johnny so he can flank the zombie.
Cool.
Which of these 2 zombies just got hit by the coin?
The one that you're flanking.
Okay, great. I'm gonna try to touch him with my fiery fingers. I got a 13 total.
All right, cool.
15 if I'm flanking, and 16 if I get bless.
That will hit, for sure.
Okay. All right, so that does 1d6 fire damage, and it potentially lights him on fire.
Cool. Catching on fire makes a DC 15 reflex save. Or catches on fire. He is not going to make this, I'm going to tell you that now. Yeah. So,
Nice.
you deal 5 damage to it, and it lights up this plant. And actually you deal 10 damage to it and kill it. So
Whoa.
You see that the plants really don't take well to the fire.
You have knowledge nature?
Knowledge, common sense about plants.
Well, Johnny's got a -1, you know? He might not associate...
In common sense.
You're telling me that flowers is the same as leaves? Wow.
They shrivel up immediately. This body just falls flat into the mud, no longer animated by the plants.
God, all right. Well, Zelf pulls his fiery hand away, dripping with the zombie
Goo.
zombie stuff, and he just shakes it, ready for the next one.
Astra.
Yeah, okay, so one of the living people was freed by Johnny, right?
No.
It was being brain drained, and he stopped that, but they're still in the grass.
Okay, and the other one is also, they're
Correct.
both still trapped?
Yeah.
Does either of them look worse off than the other?
Definitely the one that it was being brain drained, that one is looking paler.
Let me see what the range on Cure Light Wounds is. Touch! Well, never mind. While the group is taking care of the big boy, I'm going to launch the hedging weapon, which I can throw as a ranged attack to any creature I see within 30 feet, and try to cut some of the bonds that are holding the other one.
Awesome.
That hedge weapon.
Nice.
Beautiful. Okay, so I rolled an incredible 23. I'm not a very good combatant character. I just rolled very well there. And actually, the weapon does 2d6 when it lands a hit. All right. That does 9 points of beautiful force damage.
Awesome. The grass seems to be a bit mindless, but as soon as it's struck by the force, it releases the trapped person there and kind of recoils back. And some of the grass was literally embedded inside of him. It all comes out whenever you strike it.
Gross.
So he is freed from the grass there.
Excellent.
But he doesn't seem to wake up right away. And the Corpsanthemum.
Can't wait for us all to turn into zombies.
No, Paul.
TPK every round.
The Corpsanthemum sprays a bunch of pollen at Johnny. From all of the tiny flowers that are growing off of it.
I hold my breath.
I hold my breath.
A touch attack of 10.
Oh, probably hits me. Let me double check.
Probably, yeah.
AC touch 11.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Suck.
Do you still have your charge?
Suck on me. And also it's flanking with me, right? So it definitely hits me.
Make a will save, sir.
Oh no.
DC 11.
Sweet.
Oh.
I rolled a natural 20. Johnny's like, your tendrils are 500 years too young to be messing around with my mind.
Johnny just outright rejects what's happening.
The smell of pollen in the morning.
Okay, Astra is like, wait, how old is Johnny?
Johnny, it's your turn now.
Johnny's gonna be like, thanks for kicking up the heat, chef, and then he's gonna attack the monster in front of him again with the greatsword. I rolled a 26 and I deal 13 damage.
Brutal.
Oh, ridiculous. That greatsword.
Actually, it should be more. Since I have a two-handed weapon and I have power attack, I get an additional +6 to that.
Ooh.
Woof.
That is a killing blow, sir.
It's definitely a reprisal in Johnny's mind for it to try and mess around with his mind. As he like shoves the blade into it and like all the like pollen comes out, he'll mutter a prayer to Gavilan and more specifically Molny, the cat demigod that his church serves. And it's like, this is a new one on me. Fighting plants, such luxury. Because he's from the desert.
As soon as you see the Corpsanthemum go down, one of the other floral zombies immediately collapses. The other one that was flanking you, Johnny.
Sweet.
Oh, but not the other one?
Zelf, you notice that the remaining zombie is still standing.
Gasp.
And you notice also that this is not a plant zombie like the others. This is an actual dark magic zombie that's left standing.
Oh, shit.
Ruh-roh.
This seems like pretty bad news.
Hey guys, it seems like this one is a garden variety zombie.
Oh, man.
Maybe that's the great evil that caused this flower to arise. I know y'all think cheating is maybe sinister enough to cause such a thing, but necromantic energy seems a much likelier choice.
Maybe. I don't know. Like, it's all bad.
All right, well, we'll have a talk about relative morality later.
What?
Yeah, we should learn from Astra as the expert.
Yeah.
All right. Patty, what would you like to do?
I am going to move. Probably, I'm thinking like over here. And there it is. Okay. Since I believe I have 2 coins remaining still, magical coins, I'm going to throw another platinum coin at it.
Awesome.
So I have rolled a 22, and
Ooh.
I do 7 damage.
This one really embeds itself into the zombie when it strikes, and it kind of reels back as it hits. Zelf, what would you like to do?
I want to use my Daredevil boots. As a free action, I click my heels to get a +5 competence bonus to acrobatics to move through a threatened square.
Fucking love it.
So I'm going to make an acrobatics check. And I am going to use inspiration on this. With the bonus from my boots, that's a total of 17.
Awesome. So, yes, with your bonus from the boots, you are able to slip past.
Excellent. So I prance with my fancy boots, skipping and clicking behind the zombie, and then I'll attack it with my elemental spell. And the power of the boots gives me a +1 to hit when I successfully move through an enemy's threatened square.
13
That's
does
a
hit.
15. Okay, I was going to
great.
say that's a 15 with the bless and with my boots.
Cool. Yeah, no, you've got it.
And the damage dice is different for the spell. That's 3 fire damage, and it might light on fire.
It makes a reflex save. Great. So it starts on fire, but it's still alive. Or it's still undead. It's still a moving corpse that's now on fire.
Terrifying.
Astra, what would you like to do?
Is the grass still grasping, for lack of a better word?
Yes, it seems to be just a separate entity altogether of the Corpsanthemum. It's just something that grows here naturally.
Ugh.
There are many parts to the Corpsanthemum. Many people mistake the flowering part for the whole organism. But really, it is many parts.
Who is that?
Thank you, David Attenborough.
I was going to say.
Astra's gonna assume you guys have your hands full with the zombie, the real capital Z zombie. And she's going to approach this corpse in the corner to try to heal it and revive it and get it up on its feet. I guess it's not corpse. It's not corpse yet, and she's going to keep it from being a corpse by healing it with her magic.
It's a pre-corpse.
Justin, what happens when I step into the grass?
Sure. So
You turn into a zombie. I'm sorry.
as you step into the grass, one of the blades of grass kind of like pokes through your skin into your leg. It doesn't hurt you, but you are going to need to make a fortitude save.
I have regret.
It's highly unpleasant.
Wow, that was instantaneously bad.
Yeah, right? Jesus.
Okay, I rolled a 12. Gosh, do I have anything that's going to make me better at this? Do half-elves have resistance to bullshit grass? I don't see it on my character sheet. No, I guess it's just a 12. Flat 12.
Astra, as you move into that tall grass towards the man that you're trying to help, and this blade strikes you, you start to feel your body start to like harden up on you, and you begin to lose control of your abilities. You're still wide awake, but you sort of fall forward into the grass. And it kind of like lovingly wraps around you.
Well, that's nice. I thought that was going to be bad.
Am I still in enough possession of my faculties to cry out to my teammates?
You are paralyzed and cannot speak.
Can we make a perception check to notice or something?
Yeah, everyone make a perception check.
Where's Astra? She must have gone home. She must be waiting for us at the inn. Let's all leave the dungeon. My perception, everyone's perception was pretty good.
All right, so first of all, Patty, you are absolutely close enough with your roll of 26 to see that Astra has collapsed there. Janni, you as well. Zelf,
I'm behind a rock.
you notice two things. You notice a hooded man watching you
What?
from the shadows down below. You can't really make out any features. Honestly, you don't even know if it's man or a woman, what race it is, anything. It's a person standing there in a very cliche black robe. The person who is paralyzed up in the corner to your right, this person is not wearing Adventurers Guild armor. It's just decked out with like the Marth signet. Yeah, so it's all for show. It's like parade armor.
And you notice Astra face down.
Yes,
in the grass.
Astra as well.
And Zelf thinks to himself, Astra must really like grass.
No!
The zombie is going to strike you, Zelf, for 19.
Oh, it hits me.
All right, and you take 7 damage
Oh, it's not bad.
as it slams into you. And we are back to Janni.
All right, Johnny's going to continue on the warpath to save his friend Zelf, and he will charge over the burning corpse of the plant zombie and strike.
Zelf wants to point out the hooded figure and tell Janni to attack it instead.
Oh, I rolled an 18 to hit the zombie.
So too late.
Janni's a man on a mission.
I respect that.
And I deal 20 damage, yeah.
Yeah, it's dead for sure.
Sorry, does Zelf also yell out to Janni, by the way, Astra needs help, or is that like off the table?
Patty's closer. Patty's the closest.
That's the end of my turn. That's hilarious. Johnny saw you fall, but Zelf did not yell that out.
That's right.
Johnny's a little occupied, all right. Smashing things with his giant sword.
Johnny's like, sorry, just like the momentum of my swing, I'll go after the hooded figure. I just,
Patty, what would you like to do?
Okay, so Patty, as a woman of the people, is concerned about the fate of her teammates and is going to try to assist Astra, who is being smothered by pokey grass.
She was right there.
She saw what happened, I think. She knows not to go dashing into the grass. So she is going to use her final magical coin, and she's going to throw her coin at the grass.
Okay.
In hopes to skip it, as if you were skipping a rock across a lake. And have the fronds near Astra hopefully release her.
I'm gonna shoot the grass.
With money.
What do you want from us? It's either shoot the grass with money or set it on fire. We are right.
Those are really my only... I guess I could throw beer at the grass, but I don't know if that would do any better. So I'm going to throw a platinum coin at the grass. Let's see. I have rolled a 17 and 9 damage with my coin.
So good. That works, Patty.
Yes!
When you throw the magic coin, it can pierce through the grass, and you do enough damage to the grass that is holding on to Astra that the remainder of it recoils off of her as well and unattaches. Astra, you are still paralyzed. However, they've left you alone, so you're no longer at their mercy, which is great. Zelf, what would you like to do?
Well, it's the last round for my on fire hand. So I think what Zelf wants to do is he wants to use his daredevil boots again, and he wants to try to move behind this person.
Whoa. No, we rolled a natural 20! Ah!
Yeah, so my acrobatics check is enormous.
Great.
It's like a 33.
Yeah, no, you get where you want to go, Zelf, for sure.
Olympic gymnast shit going on here.
Hi, anime elf Olympic gymnast wall kicking.
What even is that?
Yeah, my daredevil boots, they don't help me scamper, because I don't have scampering slippers, but they kind of help me caper. So I'm hopping and skipping and flipping over this mud puddle, and I get up to this cloaked figure who's, I guess, skulking in the shadows. And I'm gonna fake left and then go right and kind of skip and kick over the wall and land behind him and tap him on the shoulder.
Awesome. Awesome.
Can I see anything more about them now that I'm closer?
So, yeah, once you're closer, you can see that this is a very pale elf. The robe has, like, this really tacky, like, skull clasped on it. The red eyes on it glow, but doesn't really seem magic.
Ooh, hot topic. Awesome. So, studied combat takes a move action to kind of initiate, and then next round I'll get a bonus to attack them.
Cool. Astra, what do you want to do? Or, Astra, you're paralyzed. So
Yeah, I can't do shit.
make another fort save, Astra.
Ouch.
Okay. All right. That's a 10. Did that do it, Justin?
It did not.
It did not.
Yeah, it turns out when you're already paralyzed, it's harder to be unparalyzed.
Damn.
To do something about the being paralyzed.
Astra, you take 2 dexterity damage.
I'm sorry, what does that mean?
That means that
Fumbling.
your dexterity is lowered by 2 until you can rest.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's hard to get less dexterous than I am now,
Those
which is
plants
paralyzed.
are doing nerve damage, like permanent nerve damage to you.
Stop.
Somebody help her. Somebody help her.
Yeah, that's
Johnny?
Yep, that's me.
What do you got?
I have a heal check.
Ooh.
Johnny is going to move over to Astra and pull her out of the grass.
Awesome.
Grab her by the feet,
Yep.
pull her boots off. Oops.
Oops.
Okay.
What square do you want to put her in?
I'll drag her into the mud. That's fine.
Oh my god. Face up, I hope.
Yes, face up. Face up. She's paralyzed. Totally face up. Why'd you fall in the grass? Astra?
She's ignoring you harder than usual.
I hate it when she gets like this.
Yeah, which makes it crave her recognition more than usual. Astra? Astra? Astra?
Are you
hear
mad
me?
at me, Astra?
Can you see this weird thing I'm doing?
Astra, if you think I'm really cool, don't say anything. Yes.
Gotta get it pretty early to pull one over on old Johnny.
Johnny wishes to treat poison. And he will roll skill healing using his background, I will remind all of you, as a masseuse.
He's going to use Reiki on Astra.
I rolled a natural 1! Oh, man!
no!
Oh, God, I got an
Are you
8.
saying massage is not an effective treatment against poison?
Johnny's like, well, she's in the mud.
fair.
And
Yeah.
in Begram, mud is like literally the way that we treat most ailments. So like he thinks this is like where you should be.
Good try. Thank you.
Can't-
Thank you, Andrew.
Retry a heal check without having witnessed proof of the original check's failure.
He has to see me get less dexterous before he knows that he didn't.
It's strange. The mud isn't livening her up. Her arms are getting stiffer.
The necromancer turns to you, Zelf. He places his hand right over your heart.
And I die instantly.
He's trying to make
And-
you fall in love with him.
Oh, it works.
He makes a 16 touch attack against you.
My touch AC is definitely 13, so he hits me.
You just feel a tightness come over your chest as if you may have a heart attack.
Oh,
You take 10 points of negative energy damage,
yikes.
and you are staggered for 1 round. And it's Patty's turn.
All right, what we've got in front of us right now is we've got a paralyzed Astra laying in the mud. I have no abilities that I think can assist with that. I mean, I guess I could throw money on her.
Right.
I don't think that'll help. And then we have a necromancer. Patty's feeling a little out of her comfort zone fighting this necromancer, since she does things like throw beer and smack with a machete. But I think if Zelf is confident being flambéed, potentially,
Oh, daily. I'll be fine.
I am going to go ahead and I am going to hawk a Molotov cocktail at this bitch. Okay, I rolled a 21 with 5 damage.
Awesome, yeah. No, you strike this guy, and he has to make a reflex save.
Oh man, I hope he catches fire. Please, 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 please. Come on, Justin.
Oh,
Come on.
Sorry.
He's not sorry.
He does not set on fire, but he does take the 5 damage. Zelf, sir, you are staggered, so you can take either a single move action or a single standard action, but not both. And you can't take full round actions.
And my spell ended, so I'm using my improvised cookware for this one.
What of your cookware are you using for these attacks?
Like a turning fork.
Awesome.
Oh man.
Poke, poke.
Ouch.
Alright, so with my studied combat, I get an extra 2 damage. And I am also going to make a studied strike. And when I make my studied strike, I expend my studied combat state as a free action to do an extra d6 damage. I also have a feat called Inspired Strike, which lets me expend 1 use of inspiration to get an extra d6. So, with a chef's eye, he uses his turning fork to find the most tender spot on his opponent.
right in the tenderloin.
I do a total of 9 damage.
Astra.
I rolled 16, Justin.
Good. All right. Great. So you do not take dexterity damage, but you are still paralyzed.
Yeah.
On
Okay,
this turn.
well, that's, all right. That's not ideal, but that's fine.
Johnny?
So my goal with a heal check is eventually to give Astra a bonus on her fortitude save. But while I'm working with her anyway, I'm going to give her the bit of luck so that in the next round, say for example, Astra happened to roll a d20, she could roll it twice and take the more favorable result.
Awesome.
Nice.
And we'll also attempt another heal check on Astra. All right. So my heal check is 25 total. So what I'm imagining is Johnny's like, oh, come on. What would Orm have me do in this situation? And like, he'll flash back and Orm would say, let the mud do its work, Johnny. And so Johnny will like massage like the muscles and the extremities and stuff like that, try and get blood flowing again, be like, okay, all right, come on. And while he's doing that, he'll apply the bit of luck. So Astra, next turn you'll get to reroll and take the more favorable result, and you have the benefits of the heal check, which gives you a +4 competence bonus on the fortitude save.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
On the Necromancer's turn, the Necromancer casts a spell onto himself, and you see his skin starts to turn into like rocks that match the wall right next to where you're standing. And so that will be an attack of opportunity from you, Zelf, if you would like.
I definitely do. Is there any visible effect to him being the same color as the rock?
Not yet, no.
Okay. I will make an attack against this guy, pricking him in his flank. I got a 25, and I do 5 damage.
So a couple things happen, Zelf. When you land this strike against the Necromancer, you knock a black wooden box from his robe, and it clatters on the ground to his feet. The Necromancer wants to grab it, but he is pretty fucked up from you and Patty's attack.
Yeah, teamwork.
So his goal now is to flee. He pulls back his robe, and you see that the spell that he had cast on himself has made him pretty much an earth elemental, and he merges into the wall itself.
Whoa. So good!
And disappears from your sight.
Thank you for listening to Burnt Cookbook Party. This is a brand new podcast. We're still looking for our audience, so if you liked this, it would be really cool of you to send it to a friend you think would also like it, or maybe post about it on the internet, or, I don't know, in a Discord channel where people talk about podcasts that they like. That would be cool of you, and I would really appreciate it. Burnt Cookbook Party is Andrew Hansen as Johnny Brightchild, Caitlin Stayduhar as Patty Hertz, Paul Luetkemeyer as Zelf, me, Jenna Stoeber, as Astra Blepp, and Justin Green as DM and World Builder. Executive produced by Jenna Stoeber. This episode edited by Justin Green. You can find us on Twitter at BCB Party.